Hello everyone, my name is Rabbi Lankry. I'm the rabbi in Kilas Or Chaim, Monsey, New York, and I'm really excited to share with everyone some words on the Parsha or on the holidays that will enlighten us and give us new meaning and clarity of our daily activities and of the Torah's lessons. Thank you. Parshat Vayikra discusses and introduces us to the activities that are being taking place in the Mishkan or in the Beis Hamikdash, where the Kohen is going to do all types of sacrifices. When we hear the word sacrifice, we say, oh my gosh, nobody wants to bring a sacrifice. A sacrifice means I'm doing something that I don't want to do. And here, I've sinned, I've done negative things. Now I gotta schlep this goat to the Beis Hamikdash and lose a lot of money. Sacrifice is how the world translates the word Korban, but it's not accurate. Korban is from the word karov, to become close. And really what this animal is a representation of a proxy. I've violated, I've hurt someone, I've hurt my relationship between me and Hashem, maybe by accident. And therefore, I want to internalize and I want to express my true feelings about this activity. And I take a live animal, and by actually doing a slaughter and sharing the meats with the Kohen, burning some on the Mizbeach, sharing it with other people, I am building a renewed bond. It's not about sacrifice of I don't want to do what I'm doing. It's about getting closer. Karov Hashem l'chol korav. God is close to all that are close to Him. So really it's an emotional state. It's an emotional state that says, I want to get close to you, Hashem. That's what korbanot are. That's what all poorly translated sacrifices are korbanot. And I'd like to share with you a modern sense of a korban. There were a bunch of rabbis that were exploring in Vienna, in Vilna, the archives of the cemetery. And here they came upon a certain grave of an individual that was written on his grave, Kappa parsa le'ani v'yadea shilcha le'evyon. The kappa is the hand was given out to the poor person, and the handle was given to the destitute. And this is a verse taken from the Eshet Chayil, the 31st chapter in Mishlei, and it's generally a verse that would be used as an expression to women, Eshet Chayil mi'imtza v'rachok, all the women of valor. But this was written on a man's grave, and they didn't understand, why is this written on the stone of a man's grave? And therefore they looked deeper into the archives, and they found this person's name, and they found his story. And his story was amazing. Very affluent man. And he loved giving. He was addicted to charity. He gave and he gave and he gave. And as long as he was making money, it was never an issue. He gave and he gave and he gave. But then came a day that his business started to slow down. He didn't stop giving. He kept on giving and giving, and his family was becoming destitute, and everything he had was being lost. So much so that the local Bedin, the local rabbinical court, brought him in and said, why are you losing your assets? Why is everything falling apart? We need you to be stable. And they realized that he's spending far more than the halachic permitted amount, more than the chomesh, which is 20% of a person's income. Can't give that away in charity. You need to hold on to something for yourself. But he didn't listen. So they put him on house arrest. But nevertheless, he didn't listen, and business got worse. And what happened over time is he had nothing. And there he was, still the poor people were knocking on his window. They found ways to bypass whatever the decree was. Leave the man alone. And as they came, he gave. And here it was. All his furniture was already gone. The pictures on the wall were gone. His silverware, his vases, everything that had value in his house was already given. And there it was late one night. There was a knock on the window, and two poor people are standing there. And they say, please, 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 we need some help. He's thinking to himself, I have nothing. I have nothing. Physically, I have nothing. And he thought and he thought and he remembered that there was a spoon that was given to him by his wealthy father-in-law on the day of his engagement, to tell him, this spoon is made out of gold and you will now live a life with a golden spoon. That was his wish. And he remembered that it was tucked behind one of the closets, and he ran to it. And he found the golden spoon and he brought it. And there he was standing in front of the two witnesses with two poor people with one golden spoon. What do I do with one spoon and two poor people? If I give it to one, he's going to run away from the other. So he took out the spoon and he broke the spoon in half. And he gave one part of the spoon to one poor man, and he gave the other part of the spoon to the other poor man. And this is the meaning of the verse that they used upon his tombstone. Kapah is the part of the spoon that you eat with. V'yadeh is the handle that you hold on to. So he says, Kapah parsela ani, he cut the spoon in half, and the spoon application he gave to one ani, and v'yadeh, and its handle, Natna le'evyon, gave it to the man that was destitute. Meaning to say, this man, he depicted the most amazing heart possible, that he gave everything he had. And in the morning, the Chevra Kadisha of that town discovered him. It was the last night of his life. And they heard the story, and they dedicated this verse onto his tombstone. When Hashem says He wants the Maaseh Korbanot, He doesn't care if it's an expensive ox or if it's a little amount of wheat mixed with oil that's fried in a pan. That's a simplistic latka. What He is looking for is our heart. To build that building, a house, a tabernacle, so He can dwell amongst us. And then we can come and visit when we need to spend some time to be close to Him. He doesn't care how much we give. It should be perfect. Whatever we give should be proper. But it's really what Hashem wants is our heart. Whenever we engage in a relationship, we get confused. Do they want gifts? Do they want attention? What does my partner want? And really, they just want your heart. As we engage in the book of Vayikra, and we start learning, understand the underlying theme is your heart. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for watching. Please click right over here to subscribe to our other videos that will be coming shortly. Thank you.